A media storm is brewing from the likes of newspaper magnate William Randolph Hearst and RKO Pictures. It seems Hearst is none too fond of radio writer turned director Orson Welles. Hearst claims Welles' new film, Citizen Kane, is taking inflammatory shots at him personally, as well as his eccentric lifestyle. Hearst is demanding the film prints and negative be destroyed, and claims he will not run any ads in newspapers or on radio stations that he owns. Welles' contract with RKO provides him final cut of the film and the funds by which to complete it. So the high-stakes standoff continues between the two media conglomerates. We'll follow this story as more news becomes available. From New York, this is Steve McPherson reporting.
I'm Walter Brannigan, and this is World News Radio. World News Radio is brought to you by Apex Electric Refrigerators. For the best in cool food appliances, now with frozen food storage, it's Apex Electric Refrigerators. Found at most appliance stores, so ask for it by name. Apex. World News Radio is brought to you by shortwave broadcasts, direct from overseas stations and news centers in our own country. With the latest news information from Europe, here's Mitchell Rollins.
It was just 4 months ago when Germany launched Operation Mercury, an airborne invasion onto the island of Crete. Indications are that German forces suffered extreme losses in the attack. Now, confirmed reports are that as many as 6,000 German paratroopers have been killed in the battle. The mounting losses are said to have possibly affected Adolf Hitler's decision to justify another airborne invasion in the near future. This is only the second known full-fledged airborne attack by the Germans. The first airborne invasion occurred on The Hague in 1940 and proved equally problematic for them. This is Mitchell Rollins reporting from Europe.
Steve McPherson has the latest news coming from the States.
One needn't go further than our local gas stations to see that gasoline prices are at an all-time high. Averaging just around 19 cents a gallon, the price has jumped significantly from a year ago. Inquiries by reporters to several oil production companies in the States have currently gone unanswered. We'll have more information on this when it becomes available. This is Steve McPherson from New York.
We'll be back with more news.
You must have been a beautiful baby. You must have been a wonderful child. When you were only starting to go to kindergarten, I bet you drove the little boys wild. And when it came to winning blue ribbons, you must have shown the other kids how. I can see the judge's eyes as they handed you the prize. I bet you made the cutest bow. Oh, you must have been a beautiful baby. 'Cause baby, look at you now. Does your mother realize the stork delivered quite a prize the day he left you on the family tree? Does your dad appreciate that you're merely super great, the miracle of any century? If they don't, just send them both to me. You must have been a beautiful baby. You must have been a wonderful child. When you were only starting to go to kindergarten, I Bet you drove the little boys wild. And when it came to winning blue ribbons, you must have shown the other kids how. I can see the judge's eyes as they handed you the prize. I bet you made the cutest bow. Oh, you must have been a beautiful baby, 'cause baby, look at you now.
You have it tuned to World News Radio. From our correspondent stationed on the West Coast, Frank Turner.
I'm here in San Diego, California, with national news correspondents from around the states. With the permission from military and state officials, the national news is checking in with our boys going through training down here at Camp Elliott. We have been some of the most modern military tactics, some of the newest weaponry, and some of the biggest hardware ever to be devised for military purposes. To say that I am in awe of what I have seen would be an understatement. A portion of the news correspondents will be following the new recruits on their assignments after they have finished training, and I will be there to follow them. From Camp Elliott, this is Frank Turner reporting.
And with more news from March Field in California, Michael Davis.
I am standing on the stage that just 4 months ago saw actor and comedian Bob Hope give a rousing stand-up for U.S. troops. Hope, working with the United Service Organization, put his foot on the gas pedal and never let up in his first ever show for the USO. USO officials tell Megan Stars and Show will continue on, and that Bob Hope will be involved in future events. As for now, things at March Field run with calculated and precise movements in anticipation of the return of the 95th Squadron, 17th Bomb Group. The boys are completing military maneuvers in the Carolinas and will be on their way home soon. From the home of the 17th, this is Michael Davis reporting.
We'll be back with more news in a moment. Here's Mitchell Rollins reporting overseas.
Does anyone remember Rudolf Hess? Hess was the German that parachuted from a Messerschmitt into Ayrshire, Scotland a few months back. He claimed he was on a secret mission to negotiate peace with the Duke of Hamilton on behalf of Germany. Hess's claims were openly dismissed by Adolf Hitler, and he still remains imprisoned in the Tower of London by British authorities. More news on this as we receive it. Mitchell Rollins reporting.
Steve McPherson has some interesting news from New York.
A media storm is brewing from the likes of newspaper magnate William Randolph Hearst and RKO Pictures. It seems Hearst is none too fond of radio writer turned director Orson Welles. Hearst claims Welles' new film